Is your Salesforce a data graveyard? Let me tell you something very uncomfortable. If a Salesforce has duplicate leads, half-filled records, and reports that no one is trusting, you don't have a CRM, okay? You have an expensive data graveyard. And the worst part of it, most of the leadership do not even understand what kind of money is buried under the graveyard. Hi, my name is Raman and I'm from a company called Emerging Alliance, a certified Salesforce partner. In my experience of implementing Salesforce for more than 20 plus industry verticals and 100 plus companies in the past 10 years, I've come across a lot of successful implementation and not to mention a couple of failures too. I'm going to compress my 10 years of experience to exactly tell you what goes wrong after implementing Salesforce and what is its prevention and cure. Straight and simple. Now, here is what I see in most of the companies which has implemented Salesforce. There are 18 to 35% duplicate leads, which means that I have created a lead. The same lead is created by one of my colleagues too. Opportunity records with missing close dates. Most of the mandatory fields are always passed by and not filled. Multiple versions of the same account. And finally, I see that reports are generated from Salesforce, which are exported and then manually corrected and fabricated and presented to the top management. On paper, Salesforce is live, but in reality, all the decision making in that company is totally manual. The most uncomfortable truth that I wanted to tell the companies out there, your CRM is only as strong as the data available in it or the data discipline that you have. When you do not have the data discipline, most of the organizations which have Salesforce start decaying day after day. This is not because Salesforce is bad, this is because the governance slowly disappears. Now, let's talk the business impact of some of the issues that we spoke. It's pure numbers, okay? Remember, if 20% of your leads are duplicate, it means that number one, your marketing ROI calculation is completely wrong. Your pipeline inflation could be anywhere between 15 to 25%. For sure, your sales productivity is dropping because your salespeople are following up the same lead again and again. If 30% of your opportunity fields are incomplete, it means that your ability to forecast will drop by 60%. It means that the deals are slipping through the cracks and you never know it. And finally, revenue predictability always collapses. Now, here is the biggest cost. When CEOs and executives do not believe the report which is coming out of Salesforce, they completely stop using it for making strategic decisions. Now, once the trust is gone, Salesforce or any CRM for that matter becomes a burden, not a growth engine, which it actually should be. Now that I have told you what are the issues and the impact of the issues on the business, let us see why this happens. Now, these issues rarely start on day one. It happens gradually over a period of time. Point number one, no post-go live governance. After implementing Salesforce, no one owns the data quality KPI. Anyone can enter anything and can be least worried. Number two, too many custom fields. Every department starts adding field as per their requirement and nobody removes it when they are not required. Number three, weak validation rules. User always find ways to skip the mandatory fields and do things which are very easy. Number four, no duplicate management framework. Matching rules sometimes exist, but it is poorly configured. Number five, reporting logics are wrong or reports are built on dirty data. Garbage in, executive garbage out. That is what I'm talking about. Number six, no quarterly data health review mechanism. Remember, CRM hygiene is not treated as seriously as financial compliance. And over time, your Salesforce turns into a data archive instead of a growth engine. Now that I told you why this happens, let us also look what is the corrective action or corrective framework. Now, here is how we typically fix this problem without any disruption to the current users. We do this process in three typical phases. The first phase is diagnostics. We do a duplicate ratio analysis, a field completion heat map, a report reliability audit, opportunity stages hygiene review, and finally, Norman's record deduction. The idea of the diagnostic phase is to quantify the actual damage that has been caused. Now that we have diagnosed, in phase 2, data cleansing and structural correction happens. In this phase, we build a strategy for removing duplicates or merging the duplicates into one. We do a field rationalization workshop where all the non-value added fields are deleted. We create a validation rule design. We do data enrichment activities wherever required. And finally, any kind of reporting model corrections. Absolutely no heavy implementation or no disruption to any kind of user activity or business activity. In phase 3, we make sure that the problems diagnosed and the corrective action taken is sustained for a longer period of time, which is actually done in this phase 3, which is governance setup. In this phase, a data quality dashboard is created, ownership assignments are fixed, a monthly data audit checklist is also prepared, an executive reporting framework is also done. The goal of this entire activity is not just to make a cleanup process once, rather it is to prevent the decay or deterioration again in future. Now, what is the expected outcome of an exercise like this? After a cleanup like what we spoke before, companies would generally get to see the following. Number one, 15 to 25% improvement in forecast reliability, 20 to 40% reduction in duplicate leads, 30% faster report generation, an improved executive confidence or an SDR confidence in CRM. Now, once this exercise is done, the CRM changes to become a growth engine. Now, if you suspect that your Salesforce is also going through something that we spoke right now, or you consider your Salesforce is becoming a data graveyard, then please make sure that you get in touch with us. Our coordinates and contact details and email ID are available in the description below, and we'll be more than happy to have a one-on-one conversation with you. Absolutely no obligation, just clarity.